I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. Falsehood, important things are needed to be.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Open Lines Tuesday for May 18th, 2021. And I do apologize not being able to do Bed Life yesterday. I am still recovering from pneumonia, and it is still kicking my ass somewhat. It's been a long road getting from there to here, and I think it's going to be a long road. But I'm here today, and I hope I can at least talk enough to get us through a panel discussion. I hope other people come up and join me on the panel. But first, let me say hello to everyone in the chat. 47 Yorktown was first, saying, "Hello, young sir. Getting my first Pfizer shot at 5:30 p.m. your time. Will likely miss the stream." So almost 90 minutes from now. Good luck, 47 Yorktown. I hope it goes well. The only thing I read recently about the Pfizer shot is that apparently the local vaccination center, the one literally closest to my house, not the one I went to, the one I went to actually came to me, but the one that's just a couple of blocks away, the person who used to work there and got fired is now a so-called whistleblower, because he claims that he was being forced or being told by the CEO of the company to dilute the vaccine 0.1 milliliters more than the FDA says to do, so they could get a 7th shot per vial. Usually the vial contained between 5 and 6 shots, and they wanted to get 7 shots. And so there's a potential that thousands of people who received the vaccine locally received a watered down version of the vaccine. So who knows? It sounds like a lot of nonsense to me, but whatever. I don't know. People, I would not say smarter people than me, but people with more interest than me will figure it out. John Araki, thank you so much for a $1 super chat. Greatly appreciated. Rockside Productions says Normalcy Normalcy is Dear Bop on Mondays. I know. I do apologize, Rock Solid. No Dear Bop this past Friday or Monday. Richie Poole says, hello, world. Welcome, Richie Poole. And he says, world, are you there? Come in, world. And he says, Richie to world, come in. If you're talking, you may be on mute. I'm not on mute now, Richie. Actor says, we follow Bird of Prey 5 streams. If normal is doing what most of the people do, that's far from normal. And we are abnormal, or simply because the world hasn't discovered Bird yet. This is true. Richie Poole says, hailing on all frequencies, world, are you there? And Richie Poole says, I give up, Qapla, and have a great stream. Richie Poole, thank you for coming in. If you couldn't stay, apologies. Jedi Bill says, hello, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Brother Warrior, Qapla. Jedi Bill, hope you're okay. And John Araki says, rip Yorktown. What happened that you're going to rip Yorktown? And John Araki says, Qapla. And John DeMarco says, greetings, everyone. Greetings, John. Yitza Lemon says, normalcy, just like that. Snap. Eastland Burkholder says, critter. The kitty says, Gangsta Kirk, standing and walking on the pool table, is cool as Bird O' Prey Kirk. That is awesome to hear. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Agnes says, no normalcy here. My city has all hospital beds full of COVID patients, and most people under 60 still not vaccinated. Well, New York City officially has 48% of people with one vaccination shot, and I think 30-something% with two. But nevertheless, our CDC has basically determined COVID is effectively over. And, they say that if you've got the vaccine, you no longer have to wear the mask, which is great. But it brings up the fact that, hey, basically now you're saying nobody has to wear the mask because there's no way to know whether anybody's had the vaccine. Thomas says, nothing wrong with the Pfizer vaccine. I got it, I'm fine. Hail Caroga. Burnham. Hail Caroga. Hail Burnham. Hail Nancy Pelosi. Hail Jody. And hail Bird of Prey. Well, Thomas, I'm glad that the Pfizer vaccine is working out. B. Cluette Qapla B says, glad you're back. Thank you, B. Actor says, shakes fist at Bird's pneumonia critters. The cat man, D.D. Myers, says, Bird of Prey, Qapla, how are you and the family? I'm getting better, D.D. Not there yet. Qapla, Dr. Alex says, Bird of Prey, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Dr. Alex. Yeah, I know I sound winded, but this is actually better than I've been the last couple days. Eastland says, sometimes you just need to sit down and rest or jump up on the pool table and set some people straight. Do not apologize to us for not live chatting because we care about you. Thank you. Silly. Michael Crawford, Qapla, says, hey, Bird of Prey, hope your recovery goes well. I'm getting the room ready for recovering from my surgery tomorrow. That's right. Tomorrow, Anti-Trekker goes under the knife, and we wish him well. Not a sex change operation. He's getting a sinus change operation. They're going to, I think they're going to take some parts from down below and put them up to the sinuses. Thomas Potts is Michael Crawford. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is Michael Crawford? Yeah. Jerk says Michael Crawford. Agner says, yeah, if necessary, we can live a week without a bird stream. I've done that in the past. Well, you might be able to. I might be able to. But YouTube already doesn't like it that I'm not streaming. And Dr. Alex says, Michael Crawford, yay, will do. John DeMarco says, Bird of Prey, hope recovery goes well. Thank you. John Aragi says, dear Twitch, Bird of Prey 5 is spreading misinformation about bronchitis. Please cancel. Thanks, the anti-tracker. Dee Myers says, howdy to Commodore Ty. John Aragi says, hashtag free Gina. Eastland says, the safety margin should be big enough to accommodate the whistleblower is talking about. I agree. A 0.1 ml shouldn't really be a life or death changing scenario. And Critter Kitty, say hi to Sassy and your other loved ones. Michael Crawford says, I can't stay around, but I will stream later if I can. Very cool. Dee Dee says, hope your night goes well. Thank you, Dee Dee. John Araki says, Michael Crawford, thoughts and prayers for your surgery. And Eastland says, it ain't been normal since 2019. Some would argue long before that. Dee Dee says, nothing will ever be 100% normal. Just watch, history will repeat itself once more. Eastland says, I got one shot and I'll be getting a shot again. Do not tell Critter I'm going to put the flea spot treatment between her shoulders. LDG of Geeks Enjoy says, Bird, welcome LDG. Commodore Ty says, I'm hoping for the best, Michael Crawford, for the surgery. Yes, we all are. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey, according to the director of the CDC, 60% of people 18 and over have gotten at least the first shot. Well, that's different than the numbers my phone was showing, but maybe that's countrywide. I don't know. I was just looking at New York City statistics. Sorry about that. I was just making burping sounds. I figured you guys didn't want to hear. Dee Dee Myers is Bird. Yes, Mom, I'm good. Dee Dee Myers is Bird of Prey. Just take it minute by minute, second by second, hour by hour, at last, day by day. Yeah. Last night I bought the director's cut of Star Trek II and fell asleep watching it. I got to see all the differences between the regular version and the director's cut. And I didn't fall asleep until the Mintabi, whatever, the nebula blew up. Khan detonated the device. The nebula blew up and I fell asleep. I don't think there were any changes after that. John Araki looks forward to meeting Michael Crawford tomorrow. Really going to meet him in person. B says, good luck to Michael. Dr. Alex says, Michael Crawford, if I don't catch you before, good luck. My thoughts are with you. John Araki says, good luck to Auntie. Eastland Burkholder says, they are removing his sinuses. They can be put in futuristic implants or maybe not. Darth Maul says, so Anti-Trekker's gender reassignment surgery went well then. Took some parts from there and some parts from here. Yes. Yes. And Michael Crawford says, thanks to everybody. Agner says, Bird of Prey, are you planning to upload a video when you get better? Your non-live stream content has been decreasing. I do want to do some more videos, Hector. Yes. I can't do any. I just can't do any. I can't do any uploaded videos right now. I'm just not. I don't have the. I don't have the strength to do a dedicated video right now. But yes, I definitely want to get back to doing more uploaded, edited content and videos for the channel. LDG says, Michael Crawford, best wishes. Please recover quickly. And Actor says, are you Michael's nurse? To John Araki. Thomas says, Anti-Shredder better recover quickly. And Darth Maul is take care to Michael Crawford. And he's praying. And here is the link to join the panel. Please come on up. We can talk about Anti-Shredder. We can talk about anything you want. The title today is actually because Mamo Pray kind of surprised me today, saying that, we were talking, somebody, Elihu was giving me a date in June that GalaxyCon was going to have Nicole DeBoer and some others on a panel. And Mama Pray, and she heard me say the date. And she's like, keep that weekend open. We might be having a birthday party for Charlie that weekend. And I'm like, birthday party? I'm like, what do you mean birthday party? I was like, who's coming? What do you mean party? I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, it didn't make any sense. Like, really? We're going to have a birthday party? It caught me off guard. And I wondered how many other people might not be ready to go back to the way things used to be. Certainly, if we both had our vaccinations by then, and the other people coming have been vaccinated, then technically, there's no reason not to have Charlie's first birthday. But it hit me offhand, and I didn't know if I was ready. Welcome, Commodore Ty, to the panel.
Hello, all.
So if people want to talk about, are they ready to go back to normal?
Normal. What's normal?
Captain Track, welcome, Positive Candor. Yes, Mama Pray, what'd you say?
Will not be normal.
If you're going to talk, just come over here. Okay, Mama Pray's going to say something.
Okay. Let me explain. It won't be back to normal if we have Charlie's birthday here. It will be mostly in the yard. Anybody inside will wear a mask no matter what, because it's still not time to be normal here yet. The only normal thing I would like to go back to is like 12 years ago with you walking. If you get up and walk, then it's a party.
And thank you, Arabic Sonder, for a $1 super chat.
And with that, I'm leaving. Bye, guys.
Take care.
Leaving forever?
No.
Yeah, well, it sounded like it.
And Thomas says, wow, Berto Prey doesn't want to have a birthday party for Charlie. That's not what I said. I was caught off guard by the way Mamo Prey said it so casually. And like, party? I mean, it didn't occur to me that we had gotten that close. Now, understand, when this pandemic was just getting started, we were planning to have the baby shower for Sisso Prey. Her baby shower was in April, and it never happened because of the 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Oh yeah,
so we thought
into a year and a bit now.
Right, we thought like, okay, so we'll push it back a couple months, even if it's after the baby's born, and then like, okay, well, we push it back. then we just forgot about it. The baby shower was done. And then like 6 months in, we're talking, well, we'll have a big first birthday instead. But then even after a few months of that, it didn't look like that was going to happen. Bless you.
Oh, sorry.
And now, and now that we're at the point for the first birthday, even if we have a birthday party, like Mama Boy said, it's not going to be a big party, but it might be something.
Something is better than nothing.
I guess if I wasn't battling pneumonia right now, I wouldn't be so concerned.
Oh, this is full.
But this is assuming that I am recovered from the pneumonia by then, which,
Right.
you know, being it's a month plus away, I sure as hell hope I am.
You will.
Should be.
I should be, yes. Looking back, I'm so mad at myself because the last time I was in the hospital, I forgot to get the pneumonia vaccine. I was supposed to tell them before I left to give me the pneumonia vaccine, and I forgot to. And then we were already on our way out the hospital, and I was like, "I'll forget it." I honestly didn't really believe the pneumonia vaccine did anything. And now, had I done that a year ago, maybe I'd be okay right now. I don't know. Maybe I'd have been okay. We'll never know.
So
Well, that's assuming you were ever okay to begin with.
That's true
good.
too. Qapla Admiral Saval says, "Happy early birthday, Charlie." Thank you. Yeah, a month and a few days. And to Darren Wagner, Darren, if you hear this at any point, happy belated birthday to you. I didn't realize yesterday was Darren's birthday.
Wasn't it Sunday or was it yesterday?
I thought it was yesterday, according to Life with Matthew stream.
Well,
whenever his birthday was, happy birthday, Darren.
Let's go to Facebook. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Dee Dee Myers says, Bird of Prey, I feel you'll be over before next month. Stay positive. I know it's not easy. Just take good care of yourself. I hope I'm over it in a few days, Dee Dee. Don't get me wrong. I really do. This morning, I was doing great. My oxygen was doing great. This afternoon, not as great, but not terrible. I'll be honest, this morning I took my oxygen off for a few hours because it was already at 98, 99 without supplemental oxygen. Now this afternoon, it's at 95 and 96 with the oxygen. So I think it's the muscles. I think in the morning, I think they have a little bit more energy than they do during the day. I'm not 100% sure. The pain is also less. I had been taking Tylenol twice a day for aches and pains, and those are mostly gone. So that's another plus. Haven't needed to take the Tylenol today. Mountain says, greetings, Birdo Prey, Mamo Prey, Sisso Prey, the Ball Breaster, Nephew Prey, and fellow nerds. Thank you. And Dr. Ox says, Birdo Prey, I'm just having a late dinner, but after, if you'd like, I could try to pop into the panel. Absolutely, Dr. Alex. Anybody, and come on up. The link is in the comment. So if anybody wants to come up, we don't have to talk about COVID, returning to normal after COVID. If you're ready, we can talk about Star Trek. We could talk about whatever.
How bad Star Trek is right now.
We can. I tell you, I've got a little project going on. I'm calling it my Star Trek archive project.
Nice.
And I realized I have backed up in 2 places digital files of all my DVDs and Blu-rays. But
Charles.
on a 512 gigabyte USB stick, I believe I can fit the complete remastered HD TOS TNG, the HD upscale of DS9, the regular Voyager, the HD Enterprise, and all the movies. And still have some room left over. So I ordered a 512 gigabyte SSD from Amazon. It should be here tomorrow. It's like $20, $22. It's a cheap one. I really hope it's not fake, because a lot of the cheap SSDs turn out to be fake and don't work. Like they look like 512, but there's only like 64 gigs or something on them. And this one had some people said it was fake, but a lot of people said it worked just fine for them. So if it works out, I'll be great to get all my Star Trek backed up on a single flash drive. I can then put into a safe place, just God forbid something happens. Yeah. And I was thinking I would.
Which Star Trek series is he forgetting executive producer? Is it the animated series?
Saul Leibowitz, you're also welcome, obviously, in the panel anytime. Yes, the animated series. I have that as well. You're correct.
The original series, the animated series, the Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise.
And that's it.
And Lower Decks.
That's all the TV series there ever was.
And Lower Decks. You can include Lower Decks, but the other
No, you can't.
Hey,
this is Bird of Prey. Remember, you need some of the space for your Star Trek Deviant Art collection for the 4chan track fanfic. No, thank you. Yes, the animated series. Yeah, okay. You're right. I forgot. I never digitalized comic books because, the only comic books I own are the Star Trek Countdown comics, and they were already in digital form. But also, I will never, ever read them again. So I could not care less about them.
I'd save them for posterity's sake, I guess.
Yeah,
I think I have a couple in paper, but I'm not sure where. And B, I don't care. Nobody's ever going to care about them. They're never going to be worth anything.
No.
They are complete waste of the paper they are printed on. I wish I could have digital copies of my 25 Garfield comic books. Those would be great. Mountains of Legion says, I'm sure Bird of Prey has Discovery saved on his own hard drive, stored in a Faraday cage in case of EMP or a solar flare might damage them. No. In fact, I've got Discovery wired up to a lightning rod that hopefully will fry the Discovery, the mainframe that Discovery was created on next time there's a storm.
Overall, Discovery sucks. There's aspects of the show that can be salvaged, but overall, the series in general sucks.
Carlos says, what do you think of Star Trek Continues and fan films? Star Trek Continues wasn't bad.
I enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
wish they continued it a little longer, but because of the new rules, they couldn't. Thank you, Paramount. Taking away what was good. Thank you, CBS, for them. They chose. Oh no, they can't do Star Trek fan films anymore because they were making better products than ours.
I'm kind of, I'll be honest. When I saw Prelude to Axanar, I thought it was effing awesome. At this point, we still don't have it. They said it was going to be done by the time of San Diego Comic-Con, which was a year ago.
Which we
which never
what's happened in the last.
No, I know there was COVID. I understand that. But for fuck's sake.
But
something.
If you nuked Discovery in the fridge that was in Crystal Skull, it would survive.
No, it wouldn't.
Well,
anyway,
it would survive in the fridge. So I'm saying if they put Discovery with the fridge in Crystal Skull, it would have survived the blast.
The fridge might have. But, yeah. You just would have ended up with shit lining the walls of the
Saul
fridge.
Leibowitz says, I did enjoy Star Trek Discovery, also in the way that it tied up lots of loose ends.
What loose ends did it tie up?
I will grant you, it tied up the one loose end as to perhaps
how Pike got into the
Sarek was so pissed that Spock went to Starfleet. But honestly, that didn't need to be tied up. It was already a good reason.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jedi Bill.
Hey, what's up?
I want to know what he's taking because it sounds like a wonderful medication.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it all.
No, but for me, so with Discovery, watching.
I meant Star Trek Continues. Okay. He meant Star Trek Continues, not Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Star Trek Continues tied up a lot of ends. Yes, it did. It tied up, and it was beautifully done. And that's why we can't have that's why we can't do fan films anymore because we outshone what's coming out of the studios right now. Well, if season 4 of Discovery is as bad as I think it's going to be, I'm going to be done with Star Trek. The only reviews I'm going to do after, if it's bad, are just fan films.
I'm never going to be done with Star Trek, unfortunately.
No, but
Fluger says it was also Chief Cook's birthday. I wish Chief Cook a happy birthday, so that one I didn't miss. Hey,
Hello.
it's Potato Revan.
How are you feeling?
I've been better.
Yeah, you feeling any better?
I'm better than I was on a couple of days.
You're sounding more peakier.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, Commander Ty. I heard you
Commodore
say
Ty.
No, I've demoted him.
Oh.
Great.
Hey, Bill, how are you, man?
Hey, what's up?
But my God, Commodore, did you watch? Also, the good guy game on my stream. The guys were Todd, sure were fun. But yeah, did you watch season 3 of Discovery?
Most of it.
I still lose my shit over the fact that the ship bloody bounced.
What? I haven't said anything good about season 3.
No, me neither. No, I'm just saying that out of everything, that's what bugged me the most.
The ship bounced.
Do you
What pissed me off
remember?
on season 3 is They could
It
have had
existed.
some great character development, and they threw it away because
They could have
Not Michael
rebooted the
Burnham.
entire series.
Well, maybe the ship
Completely.
just had good hydraulics.
Dude, they used their. I don't know if you like cursing, but they used their bloody phasers to push their full instead of their thrusters.
Was that English?
Okay. I said that they used their phasers to cushion their fall instead of their thrusters.
He said bloody instead of fucking.
Yeah. But yeah, Bert, did you see that when the ship was coming down and then you had the sentient ice?
Oh, that one. That was a decent episode until the end.
Yes, until
the
Michael
ending
Burnham.
completely ruined everything.
Yeah.
Had they
And
never
what
left
I
the ship,
do,
Michael
I
Burnham
said
still would have rescued them.
I said that. I think.
We were laughing at
Yes, small. If Lower Decks does go downhill, and
Lower Decks is already ruined.
How?
Lower Decks was ruined
Because
from the credits.
they basically admitted Boimler's going back to the Cerritos,
Oh.
which means they're going to undo everything.
Well, they might not depromote him, but it might be.
If he chooses to go back to the Cerritos, it's just as bad.
My question is how canon
to go back?
Because my question is how canon is Lower Decks?
I mean, they don't give a shit about canon. So
No,
how
I know
canon
that.
is it? It's as canon as you want it to be.
I don't want it to be canon. I don't want Discovery to be
Well,
canon.
I mean,
I'm
because
still in the
honestly,
fetal
how
position.
canon on the short tracks? There can't be any canon to the short tracks.
The only
There can't be.
That animated one where the frickin' thing laid its eggs in a warp nacelle, and then it was the same ship even after the refit. Like nobody noticed the eggs were still there.
Yeah,
I mean,
I noticed the eggs were there. When did Discovery
that's what I'm
got
saying.
back?
There's clearly no canon. There's Tribble cereal. I mean, replicators that people didn't even have in the 22nd century.
Honestly, I think that the short tracks are just kind of what ifs.
The only short track that is canon is the last one we saw, which was the prequel to Picard.
And even that one was supposed to set us up for Picard, but nobody, like one of those girls I thought was supposed to be a main character later in Picard, but neither of those girls were in Picard. I was like, oh, is that Rafi? Is that no, neither of one of those girls grew up to be in Picard.
Yeah, but Bern, maybe for talk's sake, they were planned to be, but they scrapped the idea. Because if it's made by team, if the short treks is made by the B team and Picard is made by the A team,
I thought one of those girls would have been the one that went on the trip with them, trying to figure out what was happening.
That would have made sense. No, what would have made sense is one of the girls, just for talk's sake, given her age and everything like that. If say the little black girl turned around and she's there and she's like, I need to call my dad, and then she runs over to the screen and then you see LaForge is like, hey hon, what's wrong? That would have made sense.
Like if one of the girls turned out to be the blonde girl who worked with the what's his face? Welcome, LDG.
Hey.
Greetings, everyone.
I was saying Martok, Maddox. If it was her, that would make sense, but it wasn't. She wasn't one of the women, one of the girls.
Or if she was, maybe shown a teenage version of one of the girls, saying that been like a bit of a thorn in Picard's side, saying, "Why are you trying to rescue these simps? They killed my family."
Yeah,
had some some conflict that way.
And Yit says, "Don't bring the A-team into this."
I'll bring the A-team wherever I want to bring them. I've got custody of them for the weekend.
But yeah, if they bring Boimler back to Lower Deck to the Cerritos, you kind of expect that to happen because they're going to need Boimler part of the show. who was the best part of the show.
From what I've seen, that didn't make sense to me is when they saw the Titan. Like I only see the pictures of this. Why was Riker still in the old uniform?
Because in lower decks, they're using at least 2 or 3 different uniforms at the same time.
Well, they've done it before. Just watch Star Trek Generations.
And Picard. Well, actually, the thing for Star Trek Generations was they actually changed the uniform during.
What? Yeah, when did they use the new uniform in Generations?
At the end.
Look at Riker.
No, Dawson's throughout it.
Jonathan Riker.
Geordi got the new uniform. Was wearing the new uniform. They actually
the gray
did
uniform?
No.
They were using it in the astrometric room that Data and Picard was in.
One was
We're
talking about the Voyager uniform.
Yeah, the Voyager uniform is just
still new to
the DS9 uniforms.
Yeah, but why
those were the first season DS9 uniforms?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like production.
It's perfectly fine that the uniforms on a space station and a starship might be slightly different.
Well, yeah. I get that, but the thing is that they appear by Voyager to become standard throughout the Federation because Voyager is wearing them and that.
Voyager doesn't know that the Federation uniforms have changed.
No. I'm talking about the red. At the time of the beginning of Voyager, the Voyager uniform seems to become standard.
They're all black with just the color on the shoulder.
Yes. Because if a starship is wearing that, then it gives a good chance that is the standard for the Federation at that point.
Yeah, but then like a year later, everybody's wearing the First Contact uniform.
Oh, yeah. I give you that. I know that.
That's the war variant, I guess.
But when the Federation made contact with Voyager, why didn't they switch uniforms?
Because they didn't want to change the uniform.
I know that, but I'm just saying in the show, it was logistically made it.
Or it's probably a waste of resources.
Honestly, you probably didn't have the budget.
They spent way too much money on the 15 Borg cubes in Scorpion. Yeah, of course. At least they didn't blow them out the airlock. It would have been nice though to see a uniform change.
I did think they were going to update the uniforms.
I honestly loved
it. Would just put a throwaway line. At least they sent us our updated uniforms.
Yeah.
Feels like we're still part of the Federation.
Exactly. Or else you could just... I always thought this would be funny. I've been saying it to my friends for ages. That if I was doing a Star Trek, I'd bring back Harry Kim. And for one of the things, you'd see him there and he's getting ready in his new uniform. Like whatever uniform they're wearing, right? And he's there and has one pip on. And he's walking around his house wearing one pip. He's in the office eating a sandwich, wearing one pip. No badge, like he's not finished getting ready. And it looks like he's still an ensign. And then he puts the rest of his rank on.
Am I right in remembering that and I'm sorry, LDG, but in the episode where they go to the Prometheus, they are wearing the First Contact uniform?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
In Prometheus, they are wearing the First Contact uniform.
So they did keep it consistent in the Alpha Quadrant.
Yes.
They were wearing the right uniform.
And also,
I'll bet it was physically that just Janeway probably did not look good in the First Contact uniform.
Yeah,
we did see that
wear it in Nemesis, and she looked fine wearing it.
But the thing is, if Janeway, like we know that they changed the TNG
or even
uniform.
Chakotay.
Yeah, because they changed the TNG uniforms to be red because Picard didn't look good in yellow.
Right.
But we see Janeway wear that style of uniform in Nemesis.
Yes.
Yeah, but she's sitting down,
and
she's just on a screen.
Yeah, but guys, you also have to think into the show's logistics. They do not have the replication power for everybody to switch out their uniform.
I don't think they do. I mean, honestly, the thought of how much replicators must be being used on a daily basis, I think it's easily enough I mean, do you think? I don't think they wash their uniforms.
What they
I think they just
Yeah.
replicate new ones each.
What they could have
each
done
day.
was what they did in Generations, have or in season 2 and season 3 and past in Next Generation, have the lower ranks wear the old uniforms and have the senior officers or the department head wear the new uniform.
That doesn't work because in DS9. Sorry, go ahead.
I honestly, though, I mean, understand there's no washroom, a washing facility, cleaning for cleaners on a starship. They don't have the water and soap it would cost to wash the uniform.
They don't use that anymore.
Sonic, whatever fuck they would use. It's got to be easier to just fucking replicate it and re-replicate it than to wash it.
Eating scenes in Voyager, whenever in the rooms, whenever anyone is done, they always bring the stuff over to the replicator and hit a button.
And they sleep in their uniforms too, 3/4 of the time.
Well, they're always coming home from work. I mean, like, we've all been there. Sleeping in other people's uniforms. I mean, come on, who hasn't? Just me?
Sleeping in other people's uniforms?
Wrong.
Yeah.
Well, do they go commando in Starfleet uniforms? Is everybody commando?
No, you're thinking about Star Wars because George Lucas says in Star Wars there are no underwear.
But you can give Lower Decks credit for the uniforms they did in Lower Decks. Those look good.
I didn't like Lower Decks, but I've seen the cosplay of the uniforms and they do look interesting.
They don't look bad, but to be honest, when they drew in the DS9 uniforms, they look just as good.
Yeah, but I see the progression in those uniforms, and like how Starfleet must do it, they might slowly introduce a new uniform change to see if it works or not.
I think that what they do is they give them new uniforms to the Enterprise and to a couple of different select stations.
Yeah, because in Deep Space Nine, the uniforms in that were solely meant to be on space stations, whereas starships wear still the TNG style uniform.
Yeah, and
whenever we see the ships up until the Dominion War, or until the Dominion became a threat, and it was fleet wide, we saw whenever a ship came by, it was in the TNG style uniform.
In my head canon, there's several approved uniforms, and like the captain or whatever gets to choose what he wants for his
I
command
don't think
or
it's the
division.
captain. I think it's the regional. I think my headcanon that there's regional admirals, like high-ranking regional admirals, for different spaces and maybe different fleets, because we know that there's more than one fleet, and those are the people who choose the uniforms.
So Admiral Ross made the decision to sit here. Captain Sisko, that's fine. I mean, I don't care, but I get the idea that somebody makes the call, and there could be a few other options.
Because we know that on Earth,
Stardust Surfer, Qapla.
But we know that on Earth, they were still wearing the TNG style uniforms on Earth, while Sisko and them were wearing the different ones. The admirals were wearing. Yeah,
they were wearing TNG uniforms almost the entire time they were there.
Actually, Sisko had to change his uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he went.
Remember when the guy turned into the changeling?
Not only
the
that,
admiral turned into the changeling.
And the admiral was trying to take over the ship and like the Excelsior class and everything like that. And send it out. They were all in TNG uniforms. It only seems to be Admiral Ross and then later on Admiral Paris and Barclay and those who seem to be wearing the DS9 uniform. So it might be mid to late Dominion War that uniform became standard.
Interesting.
But my favorite uniform is the captain's uniform from Star Trek Online, the one with the white shoulders.
I have no idea what that is.
I will.
My favorite is the Star Trek 2, 3, and 4.
and 5 and 6
and 5, 6. Yeah, the
movies. Just say
the red. Yeah,
excluding the first movie. You like movie uniforms.
the TOS movie uniforms.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which they were so popular they brought them in through multiple Next Generation episodes.
Right, yeah, even in the Enterprise, the Enterprise C was still wearing them.
It showed you that uniform was heavily popular if it was in commission for 60 to 80 years.
87 years, I believe.
Yeah, Carlo Albanese says, I think Rathacon is the best uniform. Absolutely.
Okay, Bert, I'm going to send this to your Facebook.
Odo didn't wear a uniform, Fluga. It was all Odo.
Actually, technically, guys, Yodo? Who the fuck is Yodo? Odo was technically naked throughout the entire season.
When you were touching Odo's shirt, you were touching Odo.
They changed him
except when he was a humanoid.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Bert, go and check your Facebook. So the first
my
one.
Facebook? What the fuck? It's a different browser.
You're a different browser.
Hey, welcome, Dr. Alex.
Hey, Doctor.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. Am I audible?
Yes,
we can hear you.
Let me just make sure that's not audible. So, I'm just going to sit here and do stuff because obviously Potato Rev's on, so I don't need to talk, do I?
No, go ahead, talk.
I was kind of banking on Potato Rev and doing all the talking, so I could just sit here and noodle away, do some writing and stuff.
I think so, P-Cat. I got to double watch that episode, but I'll let you know.
Hold on, 1 sec. You can read?
I'm writing, so don't know, not sure.
Technically, writing is reverse reading.
Exactly. It may not, doesn't mean you can do it both ways.
But Bert, have you checked your Facebook?
I did. I'm about to share it.
Yeah, so the white one is the captain's uniform from Star Trek Online. And the second one, where the two uniforms side by side, are the regular uniforms, which is called the Odyssey uniform, and the Admiral. Dr. Alex, draw me like one of your French girls.
Writing, Reverend. It's not the same thing.
Oh,
so,
okay.
The one on the left is that's flag officer. The one on the left, she is a low ranking admiral, and the one on the right is a higher ranking. But her uniform is basically identical to a regular uniform, except without the white stripes and the collar and the cuffs on the collar. Fucking wrists. So that's the flag officers. And then the captain's one. So the captain, that's the regular, but in white.
Not bad. I mean,
hold on, I have the 3 regulars right here. I'll send them back to you so you can show the class. Here we go. Beep. Okay. Those are my favorite uniforms at the moment.
So the regular one has the white stripes, yeah?
No, those are the flag officers. She's just above regular, first rank admiral. So she just came off a regular.
Have the white stripes.
Yeah.
So everyone gets deafened by Seven Nation Army every time they walk in, yeah?
I know. Now those are the regular.
They look like Picard uniforms.
But that's called you can read the Odyssey uniform.
Again, they're not bad, but I'd still put.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of feedback. Testing. Okay.
I think that's Dr. Alex because he's not using headphones. Like a pleb.
Turning in Dr. Alex.
I know, right? It's what the Irish do. We turn on the British.
Yeah. Well, of course.
They're not bad, but
Fluger, I will beat you.
Oh. Is that better?
Yes.
That's
better.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have that much time left until Picard season 2, and Q snaps us back so far back. the official uniform will be what they wore on the planet on TNG episode Justice.
No.
Officially, there is photos coming back. LDG is not wrong. They are pictures of Rafi and 7 of 9 on a bus.
Yes, we've seen those.
Rock Solid is asking about Dear Bob. He says, bird of prey, no Dear Bob, not even a tea tree turd of them.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
The problem
Really?
is, Rock Solid, if I do 1 or 2 Dear Bops, then the people who are expecting the Dear Bops won't know I did them today.
No, Rock Solid wants me to read that out because those words in an Irish accent sound different.
I like the Discovery uniforms as an evolution from the Enterprise, and it looks a bit like Garth of Izar's uniform from the TOS episode.
Can we block Carlo?
I don't say there's anything I like about Discovery, including their uniforms, except I kind of like their gray uniforms that they already got rid of.
Oh, the Gestapo uniform.
One episode. In fact, not even a whole episode, for 5 minutes.
Actually,
they had the gray uniforms.
No, actually, they edited.
Do look interesting.
Because in the original scene, when they were revealed in the gray uniform, there was an error where Tilly was in a blue stripe, and then she got switched to a red stripe.
But in the trailers we've seen of season 4 so far, she's in a blue uniform. But I have seen those photos, yes. In the episode, they do show her with blue stripe, but in photos, she's wearing a red stripe.
I think that's the error. But actually, the error was, honestly, given Star Trek Discovery, you go, oh my god.
But they do show the other people in correct. Like the Helms people are in yellow. Burnham's in red, of course. But it's interesting that Stamets is blue, which means he's science. So we still don't know who the hell the chief engineer is.
Jet Reno is chief engineer now.
But the episode where she was coming down to fix the spore drive area, she says that
actually the spore drive area is in front of engineering. That's the warp core behind that glass.
Carlo Albanese says, Dear Bob, if I hold my nose when I sneeze, what will happen and what should I do to solve this problem? Your brain will explode and you die. I'm sorry.
But yeah.
No, if you hold your nose, you'll shit yourself when you sneeze.
Then your eyes might pop out of your head.
No.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, the only one
Hello.
the fourth out of the 5 Star Trek properties coming out, I only really am interested in 2.
Nobody.
And that's Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds. And that's just because season 1 was interesting of Lower Decks. And
my next Star Trek discussion, Commander, you want to come onto my channel?
Oh, sure, I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, because we're planning on talking about we don't know when because there's a few different things going on behind the scenes, but about talking about Enterprise, the Earth versus Romulan War of Enterprise,
which would have been in the season 5 of Enterprise if they were allowed to make it. I was reading some stuff, and the ideas that they had were pretty damn good. Like they were supposed to finish the series with them starting construction on the Constitution class.
Yeah, but Dr. Alex, what's your favorite uniform?
What's my favorite uniform?
From Star Trek.
Ooh.
You can't pick a Doctor Who.
Yeah, no. It's a.
Stop going through all the women in uniforms in your head.
I wasn't until you
well,
said
then we
that.
would definitely pick the TOS uniform.
Now I am.
No, the mirror uniform from Enterprise.
I would say the mirror uniform from TOS.
Oh yeah, no, I'm starting to Mirror TOS is all right. A little bit camp, but it's all right.
Second would be the uniform from Enterprise Mirror Universe.
It still makes me laugh on how in Enterprise that they have a one world government, but yet Reed's family are still in the Royal Navy, and in the JJ universe, when we see on Earth that they're in London, it comes up London, the United Kingdom. But if it's a one world government, that shouldn't be. It should simply be London.
Well, it could be like states.
Exactly.
Every country is now a state.
But if it's a state, then how's it a kingdom?
It's a kingdom that's a state. Like we have states that are commonwealths.
Like the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
We'll have to have a word about that.
Wasn't there some... I heard somebody talk about this. In fact, I think it was on A Question of Trek. There was some episode of TNG that didn't get played in England because it mentioned United Ireland or something.
So remember the episode when they were talking about terrorism and that, and they're like, violence actually gets things because in 2022 or something like that, that Northern Ireland was reunified with Ireland through violence. I mean, when that was aired during the Troubles.
Wait, do you mean next year?
Yes.
Yep.
It should be fun.
You got a lot of work to do,
happen.
Potato Evan.
What?
You had a lot of work to do.
No, I'm too far down at the bottom of the country. That's the whole train journey, man. No. I mean, I'd have to pack sandwiches. Then I'd have to like put on pants. It's a pandemic, man. I don't have to wear pants. I'm a potato. I just have two little legs. I'm thinking about doing a face reveal where I'm a potato in a chair with a keyboard in front of me, and the camera's just pointed at us with like a little mic beside me. It's like, hello, I'm Potato Evan. But actually, off to the side, I'm sitting there with my proper keyboard and my mic.
Carlo Albanese says, Bird of Prey, what film is on this Saturday? I should be off work and able to see it with you all. In fact, I think I'm off for the next 3 Saturdays.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
If all goes to plan and I'm able to do Cinema Saturday, this Saturday is supposed to be Inner Space.
Hey, Bird, can I give you a suggestion for a movie to watch?
You can give a suggestion.
Yeah, it's called Hentai.
No. It's funny.
No, there's a movie now that you should. Oh yeah, sorry. Talking about banned episodes. Actually, there was episodes of multiple episodes of TNG and Voyager were banned in Ireland.
I don't understand. Were these banned in Ireland or they were banned in the UK?
2 different countries, man.
That's what I'm saying. Which one were they banned in?
I just said Ireland.
Well, why? So some were banned in the UK, some were banned in Ireland?
Some were banned in both, yes. The one where Data mentioned the reunification was banned in both.
But why would they ban it in Ireland?
Which reunification?
The Irish
reunification.
Yeah, the Irish reunification. Because it's the Irish reunification.
The only Trek episode I understand being banned anywhere was Patterns of Force in Germany.
No, they were banned here because of that, because there's 3 letters I cannot legally say on air because it will get your stream pulled down.
Does it begin with I and end in A?
Yes, that group.
Yar.
So that group and things like that, there's been a lot of support for it around Ireland, especially around during the Troubles. So they had said that they were scared that they would egg people on. Also, the Irish episode of TNG where the Irish were
up the long ladder.
The Irish farm people.
Yeah,
Where
that
does
was
a
banned
woman
for,
get her foot clean her feet around here?
yeah, that was banned for racism. The whole Voyager episode of when he
Banned
went,
for
every
racism.
episode of Voyager where he went to
Can't
Fairhaven.
be. There's no way. There is
Yeah.
no way Ireland banned that episode for racism.
It did, and
How could they ban? What was racist about it?
the depiction of the Irish.
Because what? They had Irish accents, and the guy drank a little.
He drank a lot, and
They did the depictions of the Irish. They had clean feet. Oh my God! The Irish they came from agricultural backgrounds.
Hold on,
and the women wanted their foot cleaned
every
as
episode
a way to make love to Riker.
Every episode of Fairhaven was banned.
Every episode of Fairhaven
was banned in Ireland.
Who bans it? Who has the power to just ban episodes of TV?
There's an actual minister for like entertainment.
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's called.
My respect for your country just plummeted.
Hold on, you have respect for my country. Dude, you've obviously not been looking at the news.
Forget COVID. Forget COVID. The fact that they would ban Star Trek: The Next Generation and Voyager episodes for depictions of past Irish towns or future Irish descendants boggles my mind.
Yeah. It wasn't up until 2015 that they were unbanned. And then they weren't being able to be shown on a lot of on Irish channels, so you could only see it on UK channels. Now you get to subscriptions and Netflix, so you could see them on Sci-Fi and Sky One and things like that. But if it was being shown on RTE, TNT, TV3, they weren't being shown. Even to this day,
What was the name of that girl they turned into a cow? On Harry in Fairhaven.
Oh, I don't know.
Mary O'Shanagan.
Mary O'Shanagan, yeah.
It'd be interesting. I gotta brush up on my stuff.
Finnegan, something.
O'Hannigan sounds about right.
For what? Hey, Bert,
I'm sorry. I gotta step away for a minute.
They probably don't like the Finnegan character either on TOS, right?
No, he was
TOS should have been banned. Anytime there was an Irish guy on TOS.
Actually, and Miles O'Brien's accent isn't his actual accent. He actually faked an Irish accent when the actor was Irish.
And faking the Scottish accent.
No. The actor who plays O'Brien is
Thank
Irish.
you, Admiral Saval. Mary O'Halloran.
O'Halloran?
That's okay.
Callahan, maybe?
O'Halloran.
O'Halloran.
Look, dude, the Irish language is created to confuse foreigners.
Do they like O'Reilly on TOS as well?
Yeah, but it's the episodes that depicted the Irish country or culture was banned.
Because he sings that song. Ain't that an Irish song, to Take Me Home, Kathleen, or whatever?
Why don't you take me home, Kathleen?
Ain't that an Irish
lost
song?
Somebody else.
Yeah, but what did we do?
Okay.
Jedi.
Jedi Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Surprised they don't ban that episode or whatever.
Dude, I'm not in charge of the board. I'm just a potato.
So
if I want to go anywhere.
Yeah,
what?
So would they ban Irish O'Prey if he was?
God,
if he was on TV.
Dude, I would stab you if you came on TV in Ireland and did Irish O'Prey. I would go to Dublin. I would go there, and while you were still talking, I'd be, oh no, his life support has failed. He has died. Walk over to on live TV, suffocate you.
Assuming
I was
somebody else hadn't beat you to it.
Dublin.
But they've already banned audio play in Australia.
They've banned Osteopray throughout the solar system.
I could be broadcasting from Moscow.
I think Caroga's going to declare war on Ireland. It sounds like it.
Oh, thank God. Does that mean we'll get invaded? Oh, thank fuck.
Well, don't worry. They can't fly for shit.
We haven't been invaded, guys. We haven't had to go invade. Like, we've only got rid of the people who last invaded us like 100 years ago. Our asses are still sore. Can you just give us a bit of a break?
Yes, the terrorism episode. That one, the high ground.
Yeah, but the thing is, guys, what you
honor.
don't understand is you also have to understand. Dr. Alex might actually remember back in the 90s the political situation in Ireland, and with going back in the 80s and that with the Irish and that. That's why it was banned.
I remember you guys, the Irish people, throwing bombs at the English.
Well, we were playing this. We were playing like catch.
They're playing hot potato with the grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when I go to America, when we go out for a night out, I just want to hear someone go, "Oh my God, could I have an Irish car bomb?" And just stand up behind. Do you know what that actually means? Do you know what that means in my country? And you have the audacity to order one. Do you know how much hurt that has caused? I cannot believe that in this day and age, someone would order that. I would just want to screw up, make a girl on her bridal shower be the saddest thing in the world.
I highly doubt you'd make any of them feel bad.
Oh, I would. I'd hype up the Irish accent and be like, do you know that there are so many people who died? Jesus, I mean, I lost a good bit of my family there. Jesus. And you have the audacity. To go and order a drink like that here. And you don't know who's in this car listening.
Here's a potato. Take it home and shut the fuck up.
Oh, that reminds me. I sent Revan a picture the other day on Discord, and he utterly failed to recognize what it was. It's a plant that I'm growing in the garden. There are many of them. Totally failed. He says, that mint? No, it was a potato, for God's sake. Revan
I live in a fucking city.
I don't think he's even Irish. I think he's a plastic
I don't
paddy.
think he's Irish either. He can't recognize a goddamn potato plant.
Oh, yes, because you can't walk down the road without seeing a bloody potato plant.
Your name is Potato Revan.
Exactly.
You would think you could at least identify a potato. It's like him sending me a picture of a bird of prey and me not knowing what it was. Like, oh, is that the Millennium Falcon?
Is that a Romulan ship?
Oh, let's not open that can of worms.
Say it used to be.
Is water wet?
It was conceived as a Romulan ship.
Guys, here, look, just out of shit and giggles. Give me a minute. I'm going to change my profile picture now. I'm going to show you what I actually look like. Okay. Some of you here have actually seen it. Hold on.
I was going to say, face reveal.
Yeah.
I've already seen your face.
No, I know that you've already seen my face, but not everyone has. So I'm just going to change my... Now, this is what I look like.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he looks like.
Without the beard.
Oh, the beard's gone.
John Street says, did I miss Bird of Prey crashing and Burnham yet? I'm not playing any game today.
Yeah, because he knows what's going to happen.
Oh, God damn it!
Get killed over
that song is in my head.
Over again.
Admiral Saval asks, why will talking about a certain three-letter organization get banned in the Republic of Ireland, Potato Revan?
Because of its connotation and the fact that they're that type of an organization. Like
it's just like talking about the N-words in Germany.
Yeah.
It's even worse than talking about them here. I mean, I won't care, but YouTube cares.
Yeah. I mean, there's actually still places in Northern Ireland that if me and Dr. Alex went to the north of Ireland, there's places that Dr. Alex couldn't go because of his accent, and there's places I can't go because of my accent.
There's places I can't go because I make up Aussie Prey.
Now, there's places you can't go because they've seen your face and they say, you know what, you look.
No,
suspiciously
Americans
like
are
a
well
potato.
respected everywhere in the world. I don't know
No, they're not.
what planet you live on.
Where are they respected?
Everywhere in this world, they see an American and they're like, "Please come in." Oh, thank you, Americans. You saved us in WW2.
Fuck off. My country wasn't even there, so you didn't fucking save me.
You're right. You weren't even fighting. You're welcome.
Just got rid of the British. What army were we going to leave? Because they took the army with them. It's like when you're being supplied your weapons and your army by an empire, and the empire leaves, you're like, shit, we don't have an army now. Oh. But actually, mountains. Actually, guys, where mountains is from, it's actually wasteland. I hear that there's toxic grounds, and everyone there has to eat mutant crows just to stay alive. Like, you know that you've got like mutant crows to eat when they gurgle at you. That's Cork for you, man. The entire planet dumps their toxic waste there. Dr. Alex, stop watching porn.
I was actually getting a close up of you. I was trying to think, what's he talking about? But there you go.
Am I beautiful? Do I make you moist?
Carlos says, "Wait, potatoes are real? I thought they were a myth."
Actually,
I was thinking about leprechauns.
Actually, in Dublin, there's a place called the Leprechaun Museum, which has big, huge chairs and things like that to make you feel like a leprechaun.
John Street says, "Bird of prey, they banned you in most countries because you have done all those bad accents like Aussie prey, Irish prey, and Russian prey."
Ba-doom boom.
I was trying to make a new prey accent, but I thought better of it.
Thank God.
And I tell you, when you're fighting pneumonia,
So it came out that Cocoa Pops, sorry, Kellogg's, has launched a thing to target children to help raise funds for LGBT group, where the slogan is "Make your breakfast a little more queer."
What?
Yeah, I'll post the link in the private chat.
Just post it in the public.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
Make your breakfast a little more queer.
I'm just on Facebook here on my cell phone, and they some guy made a poll in a Star Wars fan group, and he's like doing a poll, even though these movies both suck. Which one would you, if you had absolutely no choice, which one would you watch over the other? The Rise of Skywalker or The Last Jedi?
I take option 3 and shoot myself in the testicles.
Devil in the Deep Blue Sea.
But it's Rise of Skywalker has like over a 2-to-1 advantage over The Last Jedi. It shows you how bad The Last Jedi is.
I'm still very glad I haven't seen either.
Hey guys, let's strap Dr. Alex down and force him to watch The Last Jedi. It's awful.
Well, we're going
literally when I was doing the review of it, me on the stream, one of my friends got so drunk that we had to end the stream because all you hear is the and go dum dum and crash as he passed out drunk.
Oh,
And during the review, one of the girls we were watching with, she's bi. She's like, "Hey, look, you go back a bit, you can see her nipple." That's how bored we were. Like we were just there, like, well, you can see her nipple. That's cool.
Yeah, that link seems like a very legit bastion of I don't know,
Yeah, it's all over the place. That's just an Irish thing.
journalism. Hey, I don't, if they just made a cereal that had all the other cereals in one box, I might buy it.
Bird, you combining stuff is the reason why you are the way you are. Bald.
Special K, frosted mini wheats, and Fruit Loops.
I wonder when
mixed
Special
together.
K becomes Special Gay.
Oh, God.
Okay, this is kind of weird.
There's the other.
And then there were 5. Captain
Oh.
Shrek. We lost.
I guess the Discovery Talk got to him.
1 sec.
Yeah, I'm not.
I will be right.
Season after seeing this. I was initially like hesitantly optimistic of the season 4 of Discovery, but then I saw that when we were watching the trailer, I'm like, nope.
Do me a favor, Commodore, take it for a minute. I just got to Jaloja quick.
Okay. But so yes, Admiral Saval, Europe is professionals at fighting with each other. But until after Americans saved your ass in 2 world wars. I guess he wanted you to say that potato. I don't know if Bird would buy it. Frosted K-Loops? But if they mixed Frosted Flakes with Fruit Loops, yeah, that would be pretty good to buy.
Ooh, I can hear the baby foxes fighting outside right now.
Oh, wow, baby foxes are fighting.
For more details, check out my baby foxes videos.
Do you have a wrench? You can put the link into the chat.
I don't know if I do have a wrench, actually.
Well, if not, you can always just pop it in the private chat and I'll post it.
Oh, I have got a wrench. Okay. Well, there's like a billion Fox videos, but I know what to do. I'll set the last one up. Where am I? What's my name again? I can't remember anything. What's the best one for baby foxes? Well, they're all good.
They really want Potato to say stuff in his accent.
There you go. Baby foxes, backwards on a pig, baby foxes. No, that's not right.
Did Bird break your mind, Alex?
Yeah, it's possible. It might be. I need to go to bed soon.
Because that's what Josh Street says. Okay, Bird has probably broke Dr. Alex's mind.
Yeah, maybe true.
Just listen to Ozzy Parade for a couple minutes and it'll make anyone lose their mind.
Am I the only one still awake?
I don't know because Bird's having Jaloja. Positive Canberra's muted and Patel Revan's muted. might be away from the computer.
It does seem like it's just us two then. It's
Yeah,
Commander Ty, isn't
we're
it?
trying to keep the stream alive. Still got 16 people watching, which is good.
My God. You got nothing better to do? No.
Well, it's still 15 more people than that watch my stream.
Likewise. No one ever watches mine. Not that I really do any streams, but on the one or two occasions I have, nobody watched.
Yeah. Oh, they're talking about frosted fruit holes. Oh, jeez.
You're reading the chat, yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Well, it's the only thing to do right now.
Yep.
So that's between Pflugerville and Josh Street.
Well, on Sundays I have.
Reverend's
back. He says that with such delight in his voice.
Yeah, I know the excitement.
Sorry about that.
Too much to bear, yeah.
I'm back.
Back
Yay.
again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend.
Again.
John Street says, so Bird of Prey, if the box says Frosted K Loops, you'd buy it. I would, probably.
Bird, if they had a special toy in the box, would you buy it?
It depends what the toy is. Is it a Star Trek Brooklyn on Bird of Prey?
No, it's a butt plug.
No. I have no use for a butt plug.
Ah, you do. You've got a butt.
No. Doesn't need to be plugged.
Maybe it does.
It does not.
It does.
John Araki says Andy's about to get his transition surgery. Yes, yeah. Andy Trek goes in for surgery tomorrow on his sinuses.
When you're talking to him, will you give him my best?
Sure.
Yeah, we don't know when he's going to be.
A woman. Tell him Dr. Alex was making severe fun of him all stream and everything.
Say what? What'd you say?
Go to bed.
Frosted AOC cereal. The cereal that criticizes you for how you want to eat it.
Frosted AOCs with bits of real AOC, so you know it's good.
No.
Like toenails or what?
Admiral Saval says, what's your PhD, Dr. Alex?
Backer.
Well, I'm a doctor of time and space, obviously.
Yes. Which means everyone, please send him your medical questions.
But yeah, no, a cosmologist. Cosmology is what my PhD is in. So I am a doctor of time and space. I just happen to also write about a doctor of time and space.
Please tell me that in your office that you have a TARDIS stuff and you've got a thing on your door that says, I'm the doctor.
Well, I don't work in proper science anymore. But my door does have Dr. Alex written on it. Say again?
Did you fuck up?
Well, not exactly. I mean, one of my good friends and collaborators said, are you sure you want to go chasing postdocs all around the world once you've finished your PhD? Does it really fit in with your lifestyle? Although I have no idea why he thought that. It made me start thinking, maybe I don't want to start chasing these things around the world. Maybe I would like a nice, easier life. Maybe I would just like to have time to do the things I want to do and make enough money so I don't die like of starvation. And so, yeah, I completely changed my life goals. But I can always go back and do some more astrophysics, cosmology later. And I can. There's stuff I still have intentions to expand some of the stuff I did in my PhD.
Oh, Doctor, if you ever do, I'd love to actually have you come on and just talk about like that stuff, because it's honestly, even though we're dumb as shit compared to you, it's still quite interesting.
I hope it's interesting. I
no, we did.
Interesting.
Well, we're all dude. We're all into Star Trek for a reason. We all wish that we could be amongst the stars.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we
Have you
could
actually
definitely-
looked through the telescopes and seen out there, like the big ones?
I don't. Cosmology, you're getting the wrong end of the stick. Cosmology is like the whole universe stuff. So although there are some observations that actually help us, like the cosmic microwave background radiation map, CBM, CMB map.
I can see why you're not the current one.
I'm very tired. But yeah, there are, and also large-scale structure surveys, so galaxy clusters. But none of it is kind of the stuff that you see in your pretty pictures on TV or in your
Well,
books.
I know, they're all like artist rendition and things like that.
Not even that. Or there's simulations though. There's some really nice simulations of how the universe might have evolved to where it is now. But the stuff that is pretty, like galaxies, that's still small stuff to us. Like the grains of dust in the models that we deal with are clusters of galaxies. So the scale is just something completely different.
Like how many?
So, go on.
I remember them saying that we could only see like this far, like a big, huge bit of the universe. Have we actually been able to see further? Or are we still stuck at that bit?
The visible universe is because of the speed of light. So there hasn't been enough time for light beyond a certain distance to have reached us. So that's the visible horizon, as it's called. As to what's well, the cosmological principle assumes that the universe is the same even beyond the visible horizon. Of course, you're also looking back in history the further away you're looking as well.
Yeah.
So you're looking at chunks of the.
I've heard there's a guy I follow who's a historian, and he said that if you got a telescope, went 2,000 light years away, turned the camera back on Earth, you would see the Roman Empire.
Well,
kind of technically, like because you seen 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, you mean if you could instantaneously transport yourself?
Yeah,
right
that's
now
what I
to
mean. Like if you, poof, 2,000 light years away.
Well, that's a very complicated question because instantaneous travel through space and time is not exactly allowed either. But if you were standing,
no, it's not like metaphorically, if you just pretend magic and you went, poof, you were there 2,000 light years away, whatever way you got there, and you just turned it around. That's why you say like
somebody standing 2,000 light years away from us now. I'm using air quotes around the now. Would be looking at our history 2,000 years ago. Yes.
Yeah. Which would be funny.
If we were looking at something 2,000 light years away, we're looking at it 2,000 years ago as well.
Yeah. Which someone was there and he looked up and they took a picture of like the sky and said, "Behold, you're looking at a graveyard." The night, loads of dead stars and things like that. It's like, oh yeah, dead, things like that.
Yeah. A lot of the bigger stars that we see from here will no longer already not there, basically.
Do you think that there is life, or do you think that we're early?
I think it's incredibly unlikely that there isn't life. Given that
now, I don't mean like the little green men. Like, I just mean like out there, that dirty stuff.
Oh. It's funny you say that. My mum, of all people, shows how out of touch I am. I went to visit my mum last weekend, and she pulled out the Metro, the crappy free paper. I think it was the Metro. It could have been the Mail, which is the crappy paper.
They're all crap.
Yeah, but they had one article in there that was interesting. I always dismissed it, saying, "Oh, that's pulling my leg." They think they found reasonably good evidence. I'm being very cagey here. Reasonably strong evidence of mushrooms growing on Mars.
Dude, them watching the I haven't seen that, but I think I've seen something like that.
I can't believe it. My mum was the one who had to point it out to me. Like, no, this is actually quite important. My initial reaction, yeah, whatever, stupid newspaper. Then I read it and I thought, okay, they might actually be onto something here. The evidence they've picked up through observation of the things they've run over and the regeneration of this stuff after they ran it over, is like, okay, this is beginning to look less like a straightforward chemical process, and the size of these things are visible to the naked eye size stuff, and you can see them growing. Okay, they seem to be on stalks. they might be mushrooms. Okay, if that's true, then they found life on Mars, which is incredible, and I'm amazed that I didn't hear about it sooner than having my mum thrust the paper in my face.
Also, another question: why are you not on Facebook trolling the Flat Earth Society?
Trolling which one? Sorry?
The Flat Earth Society.
Anti-Trek has asked me to do something not unrelated to the Flat Earth Society. Obviously, is having a massive amount of problems at the moment.
Yeah, a couple of the guys were talking about that as well after you came on. They'd like you to do something like that as well on my channel. We both know a guy who is one. Not the one you're thinking of. Someone else.
Oh, okay.
No, so he's nice. This guy's an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Right. So we'd want you to rip the asshole ways.
I could politely point out how things could be thought a different way. Yeah.
No, we were there and we were talking because some guy he had a photograph and it was like from somewhere and you could see the planet and everything like that. And it's like, you think that's real? You think that's real? And it's like, it's a photograph from the ISS. It's going on my wall. He said like, and it's like, you really think that there's an ISS up there? And I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. As I can see it. Yeah, I know.
It is a bit daft, isn't it? I mean,
it is. I'm not a flat earth, but I'm in a Flat Earth Society. The thing is, it makes my head hurt.
But like the weirdest thing about the flat Earth thing is that people didn't think that people thought the Earth was flat until the latter part of the 19th century.
Yeah, there was I forget his name, but some idiot who went out on a boat with sticks in the river.
Cyrene was where he was doing it, and Cyrene, two places with very similar names with the well.
Okay.
Damned if I can remember his name.
But
yeah, no,
dude,
we've known about the curvature of the Earth as long as we've had people sailing, basically, or climbing up mountains.
And I ever saw, but someone, I forget his name, went to Alexandria and sent his poor apprentice walking to the other obstacle and say, at midday, go there. But dude, I have to go. I will hit you up on Discord later on, okay?
Yeah.
Let me know how my children are grown.
I actually have a PowerPoint which I used to use in an educational capacity.
Yeah.
With all the details on it, and I just don't have it to hand right now. But I did send it to Antitracker. But I've got the pictures of the setup of the well and the
awesome
and the stuff. Go on.
I will hit you guys up all later. I need to pop up and deal with friends. Okay.
Take care, Potato.
Okay.
All right. See ya. Bird, how you doing there?
I'm not doing bad. I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
I found it pretty interesting hearing you talk. I heard about the mushrooms on Mars.
You had heard about it. Yeah, it's not just me then. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little surprised.
Show himself over and over again.
That should be bigger news. That everyone should be talking about that. I mean, if you found life on another planet, we haven't done that before. It's the whole point of this thing.
Well, the thing is, the stuff I believe, I think we found life on Mars 6 times already. And every time NASA kind of ignores it or whatever. Welcome, Admiral Saval.
Yo, how y'all doing?
Yeah, doing okay. I heard that in the 70s, that first satellite that landed, that they had 2 tests to detect life. One was more sensitive than the other. The more sensitive one detected it, the less sensitive one didn't. And so they said they didn't detect life. Now, I know that's just me repeating something I heard off of History Channel, and I know that carries very little weight. But when I looked into it, it seemed to be legit. But
hey, Dr. Alex, do you know your IQ number?
What?
Funnily enough, I do, because somebody who I'm very glad is no longer in my life badgered me and nagged me so much to get it bloody tested that I did, only because of their insistence, multiple times, because I think they were trying to discover that they'd made a mistake every time. So eventually I couldn't ignore it anymore. But yeah, it was not my choice, let's put it that way.
What is your number? I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
It's your call, Dr. Alex. If it's a little personal.
-2, but it's about, it actually comes up remarkably consistently at 146.
Mine's 194.
Right, and that's funny you should say that, because anyone who quotes over 150 doesn't understand how IQ testing works.
Actually, that's what the IQ tester told me.
Yeah, but
he was
that's not true. If you go above 150, the error bars are so large that it actually swamps the result. So you can't tell. You might have 150 if you're 150. You might have 110. The errors are massive, which is why I'm kind of dubious even about the one I quoted.
Yeah, this was back when I was in high school as part of the ads.
To be fair, a while
they
ago,
Welcome back, Captain Track.
Hey, Captain.
I knew you were busy, so I didn't want to.
No, it's okay.
I also believe flat earthers are idiots.
They're not necessarily idiots, Admiral. Don't get me wrong. I don't believe the Earth is flat. That said, there are some very smart people who will argue to the end of the Earth, no pun intended, that it is. I suspect, always have, that it is indeed to just gain some debate skills, but they promise it's not, that they really believe it. I don't know. There's no way to know, but I do know you can't just dismiss them as idiots. I mean, sure, some of them are, but the majority I do not think are idiots. The majority, I think, just want to think differently.
Yeah, they want to be contrarians.
And honestly, I think there is some positive things in being contrary.
No, we're not saying there is an idiot.
Oh, back to my IQ thing, Dr. Alex. When they tested me in high school, when I was doing my ASVAB one. Hold on.
Well, Admiral.
Hey, Ian. Here's Mom. Ian. Ian's on the phone.
Hey, Ian. Sorry. I didn't mean.
Hey, Ian.
Hey, sorry about that. I didn't mean to hang up.
I'm going to mute the Admiral for now, since he's talking with his mother.
Guys, if they want to quickly round up the misunderstandings about IQ tests, particularly in the past, Einstein, and it's still done in the media, is always quoted as having an IQ of 166.
Hello,
but
media
we now
guy.
know that is a pointless thing to actually quote, because you can't quote anything with any kind of certainty above 150. It just doesn't. There isn't enough rigorous testing available to get a test score higher than 150 with any sort of knowledge.
I was going to say,
Einstein at 166 doesn't make any sense. And now, in a modern context, people might have said that in the past. We now understand that is actually not any meaningful information there. Sorry, but
wouldn't you need somebody as IQ as high or higher than you to confirm your IQ score? Could somebody with 110 IQ conclude somebody else as 150?
Well, there's a benefit of having multiple people in a room to fill in the gaps. I mean, you can get an effective greater IQ just by having a lot of quite smart people in a room. You can construct tests to measure IQ. That's well known. It's actually listen to Jordan Peterson. Actually, is quite good at this. It's a well understood testing procedure as well. However, you can't get past errors and the limits of IQ tests having a small number of questions. Even if you have a really big IQ test, it's a relatively small number of questions. So errors become more significant than the result if you go above a certain level of accuracy, or above a certain number of right answers in the test. It starts to swamp it because there's too much chance of people just picking enough of the right answers in the bits where they might have got it wrong randomly that it actually swamps out the results. I think this is a very crude way of looking at it. And I'm not an expert, by the way, in IQ tests.
I'm not an expert either. I had one done when I was young.
Yeah.
Because they literally thought I was too stupid to be in the regular class. And the school wanted to put me in the remedial class. And so my parents had me tested because they said, well, you know, if I need the extra help, let's see what the situation is. And they had me privately tested, and it came back that my IQ wasn't low. It was, in fact, quite high. And they suggested going into a gifted class. And once that happened, then all my problems went away. And so things worked out. But I mean, I remember taking the test, and granted, I was relatively young, but like every question, it wasn't just the answer, it was explain why you chose that answer.
That sounds like quite good. That's probably more rigorous than some of those I've taken.
Because I mean, you know, I was like, well, okay, why did you say this? Well, because I have personal experience that, you know, we had a vehicle. Like one of the questions was, can a vehicle go in the water? And I was like, well, a vehicle can. Yeah, we have one. We had one at the upstate house that was turned from an ATV into a boat.
Yeah,
it's not common.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious as to who was running this test and how they constructed the test. It does sound like an interesting test.
Yeah, I don't know the details. Like I said, it was a long time ago. But like
I'm sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying in hindsight, I feel like, because I believe it was pretty much a one-on-one test. So I don't know how someone could legit give a number that they themselves would have to be above that number.
It does sound a bit weird. The test you took sounds like it's more than just an IQ test. It seems like there's some other personality stuff going on with the testing, psychological stuff. Yeah,
probably.
But the standard IQ tests are normally just problem-solving questions, which are on paper. I mean, there's nothing personal about them. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
some guy there doing an assessment. It's just. And you take a large. I'm now really trying to riff on remembering stuff John P. Pearson's talked about. John Pearson. John Pearson, him, that guy. What he was talking about, but basically it's just large tests with large numbers of questions, and you kind of look at how everyone's responded to certain chunks of the questions, and then you grade them to around the norm of 100, which is the average everyone is supposed to have.
I mean.
But it's out of my area of expertise. I don't know how this testing works in detail at all.
I can say that the online tests that I've taken, where you know, like pick the pattern and shit.
Yeah.
You know, the results I got were within 5 or 10 points. Most of the time of the number they gave me.
Yeah,
and the same for my sister.
Sorry, say again.
And I said, and the same for my sister.
Yeah.
Because they tested her too.
Sounds like the IQ result you got matches the standard kind of IQ test results you'd expect. And I'm fairly sure it will be a good representation. I'm pretty sure that no one, that neither you, your sister, nor I are going to claim it's over 150 though either.
I'm sorry, are going to what?
Well, neither you, your sister, nor I are going to claim we have over 150 IQ, are we?
No.
Yeah, exactly. And that's these days highly unlikely that anyone really would or should, because that's just not how the tests work. And certainly not now. Maybe in the past. In the past, things were looser, and definitions of certain things were in the official literature, which are no longer referred to. Like things like genius doesn't have a hard and fast definition these days. It used to have a number attached to it.
In Caroga. In Caroga it
there
does.
is. Of course, in Caroga it does.
If you're smarter than me.
Shooting right now. Go on.
Come on. I'm a genius. I can find a gun up here.
And he'll get shot.
Certified Carogan genius.
Fuck.
You know, I think a genius should be able to find a different word.
Are you like SMRT smart?
I'm an SMRT. You know, I thought I was smart till I took the crayon out of my nose. And then I got even smarter. Come on, big money. Big money. God damn it.
Big money. Big money, money.
What the hell?
You sound like you're trying to play press your luck, not
those orange cases almost always have big guns. That was like really bad luck to not get a good gun out of that orange case. There we go. At least I got a proper rifle. Shit, somebody's shooting at me. You're going down, bitch. There we go.
You're going then.
The easiest way to get a kill is just run somebody over. I don't feel bad about it either.
Why would you?
I certainly shouldn't.
Nope.
Saul says Bird is smart.
Smart.
I like that one. Can I keep that? I might use that
sniper
to
rifle.
Burnham in a few of my reviews because Burnham is smart at this moment.
And our media guys backstage.
Oh, I'll be right there back.
Old media guy.
See, this is where I wish we had. There we go. Welcome, old media guy.
Hey, Bird, are you feeling better?
Not 100% by any means, but better than I was the other day. That's for sure.
Good.
Thank you.
You bet.
Stopping power.
I want to throw a grenade into the conversation about flat earthiness.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The reason it's a thing is there's no way that it practically, in a practical, on-the-ground sense, that it can be disproved given how they construct the theory, which is basically without mathematics whatsoever.
Or climbing up mountains.
Well, they call that an optical illusion. In other words, every explanation is ad hoc. It's on the fly. There is no body. There is no set of axioms from which we derive the theory. Just each individual bit is, and that is how it is. And if you don't see it, there's something wrong with you.
Are you suggesting it relies on moving the goalposts?
Just a bit. Kind of like a really important theory that everyone is taught to believe is real as anything you can imagine, when it predicts absolutely nothing except it is what it is. And its main argument is tautological. And anyone who tries to show that the emperor wears no clothes within the academy gets tossed out on their ear.
Hello, old media guy.
Hey, Dr. Alex.
I was just about to go to bed, but I'm glad I stayed long enough to see you.
How's the writing coming?
I was writing on the live stream just now, although I realized I was too tired to have a conversation in the live stream and write. And it turns out I'm too tired to do either one individually as well. I just can't do anything right now. I'm too knackered.
I am suffering from trying to get my sleep schedule worked around, and I can't believe how hypnotically fun it is to watch Bird go through this game. And
yeah, I know I got dragged in as well. I don't know what this game is, but it's just...
This is Call of Duty Warzone. It's free. It's a big download, but it's completely free to play.
Wow.
Shit. No, get back in the truck. Get back in the truck. They're shooting.
See, if I were programming this game, there would be this...
Drive.
I'm sorry, what?
I said it's strangely restful watching Bird drive.
It is restful. I was just thinking, if I was responsible for programming one bit of this, I'd have this large house, and you go in and you can't shoot, and nobody can shoot you, and all you can do is interact pleasantly with people and just watch all the players come out going, "This place sucks."
God damn it! I've got no armor. If I get hit even one time, I'm dead. I'm on. Oh, there's at least one piece of armor. It's better than nothing. I'm still short. Still short a couple pieces.
You need to find a Mando cohort.
Well, as Darth Revan said about half an hour ago, I should go to bed.
Correct.
Oh, I'm sorry, keeping you awake.
No, it's my fault. I could have left at any time. So I'm doing it now. Thank you, Bird, for having me, though.
Thank you, Dr. Alex, for hanging out.
And I'm glad that I'm glad you made it in, old media guy, in time to see me. Who else we got there?
Yeah, get some sleep, man.
Captain Trek. I didn't even know it was you, and Commander Ty, of course, at the top. I'll hopefully see you all soon. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure you will. Always good to see you.
So you know that Commodores outright captains, right?
Correct. But I can still beat the crap out of him. Keep in mind, anyone above the rank of captain is an asshole. I can still out asshole anybody. So me.
It's so much fun, Bird, to watch you drive around and wreck stuff, because in real life it'd be, oh yeah, $250,000 for insurance for wrecking this vehicle. And it's like, nah, the heck with it. Just running across.
I just drove over a roof.
That's awesome. I must admit, I used to play GTA3, days when I was really upset. I'd just start whacking people till they arrested me, and then I'd do it again.
Oh, shit. There's a box. There's a box of stuff. Come on. I need some armor. Fuck. There's no armor. God damn it. Snipers everywhere. Shit. I don't think I can fit.
Can you kill people and take their armor?
Yeah, I could. If I can kill people. I'm not so good at killing people. Oh, sweet. There we go. That fills up my armor.
Good.
Ah, shit. Not if they're shooting at me, it doesn't. I'm dead. God damn it.
Someone was ambushing you.
They were better at this than I was.
Now, is this a bot or is this someone else?
No, these are all real people. It's 150 people. 46 people are left now.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, I was this guy's only kill the whole game. So,
Well, that's cool.
I don't expect to see him last long. Let me go back to the chat. I'm sorry. I missed some chats. So, Admiral Saval, yes, you are wrenched. Old media guys this afternoon, y'all. How you doing? Bird Price. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Old media guy.
No worries.
Rock solids is a boat can go in water, bird of prey. A boat is a type of vehicle. This is true.
That is correct.
Dr. Studies is submarine. Saul Leo, it says bird is smirked. Bird learn good. Me learn good. John Rice, bird makes YouTube go. Mountains of Elysium says in schools now, intelligence and common sense is frowned upon. You're referred to as 1, 2, 3, etc. crayon mind, depending on the number of crayons you need to insert to get the IQ down to 75.
Yeah, but now you can get thrown out of school for choosing the wrong color crayon.
Yeah, John Araki says IQ tests are systemic racism, and cosmology is a social construct. DD says nice tray.
What was that? Cosmetology is a social construct?
Cosmology, because Dr. Alex is a cosmologist, or his background is in, his PhD is in cosmology.
You know, I actually could believe that cosmetology is a social construct.
And I'm sorry, just give me a second. I got to take
Of course.
my antibiotics. I'll be a minute.
No worries. Chuck, how you doing?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm getting by.
Well, that's better than not getting by, unfortunately. Sometimes it's the best you can do.
Yeah, it is. Someone on Reddit posted the question, suppose you had a lottery where there's a 50-50 chance that you would either win $5 million or you would die. It's one or the other, 50-50 shot. Would you take it? Some guy said, I would, because either way, I wouldn't have to work tomorrow.
True.
Very true. This reminds me of the final sequence from Expendables 2.
The lottery thing, I don't know, it reminds me of an episode of Sliders.
Right.
Did you ever see the episode? Yeah,
Yes,
where the lottery worked. You just could play, but your chance was you would die.
Yeah.
If you won.
If you won, you died. Yeah.
And the thing I remember most from that episode is, they don't realize what's happening until what's his name leaves the hotel, and there's this group of protesters led by a Catholic priest saying this is a they're going to kill people. This is bad. And I'm like, oh, that was a nice little touch, because there would be a Catholic priest out there saying, don't do this. So I have to, hats off to the writers and production staff for being realistic.
Unfortunately, I didn't remember that detail. All I remembered were the people like, oh, this is great. $100.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got to admire those big players.
Yeah.
Like they didn't think there was anything wrong with this machine, just giving out money.
Yeah. That is one way to deal with overpopulation. It's not a good way, but it is one way.
It is a way, yes.
I would prefer a different method, which is to ask everyone on the planet, how many of you think this is a good idea to do that lottery where you have a chance of getting killed? And everyone who raises their hand and says, yes, I think that's a good idea, those are the ones that get whacked. But now I can't do that because
I could see us implementing a lottery system like that. But instead of killing people, because that would be frowned upon, we simply, I don't know.
Ship them to New York?
Yeah. And say, take away their voting rights. I don't know.
Send them to New York and say, do you remember that Kurt Russell movie from the 80s?
Dr. Scotty says, Vertebrae, a friend asks when Dear Bops may return. Friday? I hope so, Dr. Scotty. If I tell you what, if I can't do Dear Bop by Friday, I will do them as a separate video and just upload them, because I can't let them go that long. So if not this Friday, we will certainly have some type of Dear Bop answers before Monday. But I do hope Friday we can just do a regular Dear Bop.
Well, is it a long movie this week? Was Cinema Saturday?
It's Inner Space. I'm not sure how long.
Okay.
We're all been really quiet, so no one, so Bert can get this kill here. Now, can he sense you as well, or is it one way?
Inner space is 2 hours.
Son of a bitch. This isn't me playing, actually. This is me spectating the guy who killed me. But with this heartbeat sensor, no, he can't detect. Now, there are some people who have an option called Ghost, so they don't show up on the heartbeat sensor. So just because somebody doesn't show doesn't 100% mean it's clear.
What they need to give you is a testosterone sensor.
A lot of players in this are female.
Yes, 2 hours. Yeah, it's 2 hours.
I mean, a lot of the players you choose can play as female. I doubt it's 50-50 in terms of the number of people playing.
Kill him. Kill him.
Proximity mine.
I would pick that up and drop it somewhere personally, but he's already got 2 grenades, so he might not want to pick it up. Can only have grenades or mine, not both. But he could pick it up, drop the grenades, deploy the mine, then pick the grenades back up, which is what I'd do. They keep this gas moving in to... Oh, wow. Big guy snuck right up on him. Yeah, so this poison gas cloud continues to make the battlefield smaller and smaller to force everybody to run into each other by the end.
Yeah, that's
so. There's 10 players left now, 9. They're all going to start to just come face to face. This guy's got a pretty good pick of supplies. The only thing is that I know you guys can't hear it, but it sounds like somebody's... Oh, the car is just stuck there. Okay. It's very possible the people left are all ghosts. So. Okay, with bullets, silenced bullets, but somebody's nearby. I didn't even see that guy.
Oh, man. Neither.
Oh, man, he got killed. That person just camping there. Yeah, that guy's about to get killed by the gas. Yeah, I'm down to 4 people. 3 people. Two people.
Is this the winner then?
Yeah, it's about to be. This or the next guy. Thing is, you could die just by the gas and not actually get killed. Like, this guy doesn't have a gas mask. Oh. Yeah, there it is. That's the winner. Yeah. I get a helicopter ride out. And then on the left are all the names of the dead people in the order they were killed. Carlos says, bed life. It's a stream by Bird of Prey. I didn't cheat. I lost fair and square.
That's how it usually goes.
We'll play one more time.
Now, does it cost to upgrade?
Not in if you play Warzone. It costs if you want to buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Call of Duty Black Ops, which have different multiplayer options, and single player options too. But to just play this is completely free. It's just not available through Steam. You've got to do it through, I think it's Activision or something, whatever, Battle.net. If you Google Call of Duty Warzone, it tells you what you can download. But if you've got a PS4 or a PS5 or an Xbox One or an Xbox, whatever the hell the latest Xbox is, it's also free to play on those. So like I have the same thing installed on my PS4. I could play it through that. So it starts off with a practice match where you get a minute to just shoot at people. And, if you die, you die. You just respawn in.
Hey, 47 Yorktown. Is that your first or second Pfizer shot?
I think he said it was his first. Really? Nobody here?
You're Russia?
I believe it's supposed to be based on Russia.
I can almost read that sign.
Let's see. So it's a giant map, and each game, the circle closes around a different part of the map. So no game is ever exactly the same.
You
Can I have the Superstore?
I'll head towards the factory. See if we can.
Second shot on the 24th of August. I see. Oh. Yeah, that's how it is. You gotta wait. Very long time.
Really? There's nothing up here of value?
Of course not.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, you'd think that would be a good spot for it. Gostovia.
Oh, God.
So you just have to hunt around for the heartbeat monitor?
Yeah. I mean, when you get more advanced in the game, you can set it to be something that drops down automatically. Like a few minutes into the game, we'll get a notice that our equipment's getting dropped somewhere. Then we can go find it on the map. But generally, I just look for it. I don't even bother with that stuff. I should, but honestly, by the time the heartbeat monitor is necessary,
you're already dead.
Well, you're either dead or you've got one because you found it somewhere. And it's a bounty if I
What?
kill
Really?
a specific person.
Is Thomas still in the chat?
Huh?
Is Thomas still in the chat?
Thomas still in the chat? I don't know.
Because I'm just reading some of these articles against Matthew. Articles of impeachment against Matthew, and one was he confused the Galaxy class with Galaxy Quest. How the hell do you confuse a ship with a movie?
Well, last night he's made quite a few mistakes.
Yeah, mispronouncing the name of Sarek. And he confused Saval with Savick.
Yeah, that one he did last night.
Like, but yeah, I want to know if Thomas is there. How the hell did Matthew confuse a Galaxy class starship with Galaxy Quest, the movie? And LD's back.
Is he back in the room?
No, he's just in the chat. Wait, saying hello to old media guy. Anything new on the brew, Captain Trek?
No.
Okay.
Well, there's always something new, but
Nothing worth bringing up or anything.
no. Found out how LDG thinks eggs are inseminated.
He thinks eggs are what?
Inseminated. Chicken eggs.
Okay.
Yes. Because according to him, when a hen lays an egg, a rooster pecks a hole in it and fertilizes it, and that's how it becomes a fertilized egg. And all eggs are fertilized. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So yeah, that would make no
That
sense.
been one interesting conversation.
Oh, trust me, it was.
You had a vet on the other morning. It was fun to talk to her.
Oh yes.
You got a bounty?
Well, somebody else killed the guy, so I still get the credit because it was my contract. The contract got fulfilled. It just wasn't me who did it.
There you go.
Oh well.
And you don't want it. So,
I really wouldn't mind having a car or a truck about now.
I was going to ask how many of those cars actually run.
There's not a lot. There's only like 3 or 4 models that actually run.
Yeah, I'm just reading about the fertilized egg stuff.
No, granted, Yvette can tell it better, and I was trying to be more abbreviated.
I'm just saying what it says from localharvest.org. For eggs to be fertilized, the hen and the rooster must mate first, and this process must occur prior to the formation of the egg.
Oh, that's interesting.
God damn it.
So, Bird, are you out, or can you respawn, or what?
Okay, so now that, because it's my first time I was killed in this game, I go to the gulag, where now I have to fight one-on-one. If I win, I get redeployed back into the map with 0 supplies. But if I die in my fight, then I get removed from the game. Now, if I watch the rest of the game, there's a small chance they let everybody back in. There's the possibility, I don't know how it works, but there's the possibility of what's called a jailbreak. So it's me versus that guy. I don't have a great record.
Carlos says it was quite funny on today's brew.
Shit.
I'll have to rewatch it.
No, I'm dead.
What's new there, Bird?
So if I spectate, there's a chance I'll be allowed back in the game if they do a jailbreak, but I don't know. It's rare. It's like maybe 1 in 10 games that happens. But it doesn't hurt to watch to see what other people do to get an idea.
So for people that enjoyed the Superman and Lois TV series, the new one, it comes back tonight.
Sweet.
So for anyone, yes, we don't have to deal with Supergirl anymore. We got the Superman and Lois series back, which was far better than Supergirl.
47 Yorktown has to wait to August 24th.
Yeah.
August.
Yeah, they once you get your first shot up here in Canada, they make you wait 3 months.
3 months to get your second shot?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they can give more people their first shot.
I mean, I understand it. I just, I guess we're doing it the opposite way here. We're trying to get people their second shot as fast as possible.
Yeah, it's the let's get more people's their first shot, so at least they can get.
I mean, I like it because I mean the first shot is like the vast majority of the protection comes from the first shot.
Yeah, so that's what they're trying to do up here. It's like get as many people at the first shot, and then we'll worry about the second shot.
Carlos says, Vertebrae, do you have a sixth sense if you know someone is near you? Well, if you have good headphones or speakers, you can hear clues if somebody's walking near you. I do not.
Prisoners and ask no questions. Show them how their daddy is. I'm guessing Didi meant who's their daddy.
Well, Bird, thanks for letting me hang with you, but I got to do the dishes now.
No problem. You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out.
Take care, old media.
Take care, old media guy.
See you, Commodore, Captain, everyone in the chat. Been fun.
There you go. Hail, Caroga.
Sinking holes on Turkestan. Did you enjoy the last episode of Question of Trek, the Trek Yards versus the Captains?
There's actually going to be another episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rematch of Conti versus Brainy Specs. I'm thinking who's ever going to be Conti's partner has to do brush up on TOS and TAS questions.
Conti does look really good on TOS lately. It's just animated series.
Well, at least there's only 22 episodes to go through for the animated series.
Hmm.
Hector asks you if you would be banned in China.
Probably.
I think we'd all be banned in China for something you've said.
Question is, where wouldn't Bird be banned?
Caroga.
Caroga is the only place I know of, but oh well.
Yeah. Caroga's like the YouTube version is our version of North Korea. If you fall in line, you good. If you don't, bye-bye.
How is that guy not dead?
Mm.
Oh, he is. Okay. See, I don't understand how these guys get that icon to show up on their map, like showing what the truck was on their map. Now, whatever he's driving towards, it's probably just a turn option on the game, but that would make life a lot easier.
What was on the tombstone for Kirk? It was James R. Kirk. That was back before they canonized James T. Kirk. That was the pilot where they didn't know. But some people like to say that it was Gary Mitchell showing that he wasn't all-knowing and all-powerful.
Oof.
It could
be. Got hit with a bazooka.
Ouch.
At least he was smart enough to jump out. Unlike me. I usually just keep driving.
And you know about the James R. Kirk, and people were thinking, well, why didn't they fix it up in the remastered versions? And they explained that to rotoscope the T in each individual scene it was in would be like costs more than what it's worth to make the entire redo the entire episode. Hmm. 74 in the house there?
Yeah, I'm putting it up.
Putting it up? Jeez.
Well, at this point, with only 28 people left, there's no way they're doing a jailbreak. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, watch a YouTuber video on how things work in the game to find out what things do and how to use it. I've watched many a YouTuber video on how things work. The problem is
you suck at the game.
I just can't aim. Now there are controllers out there that go for like $350 that supposedly have great feedback and supposedly make it much easier to aim. But for the regular Xbox 360 gamepad I use, it's extremely hard.
Hello, Black Delegation. He suggests to mark things in a game, press the select button, and it'll bring up the map full screen. Then you press a button to mark various things like enemies, waypoints, and objects.
Thank you. That's actually covered in the tutorial. But when I'm playing a solo game like here, there's very little reason to mark anything, since if you're playing with a squadron, a team, sure, you might want to mark something for them. But if it's just me playing by myself against 149 other people, there's not a hell of a need to mark anything.
The emojis?
Yes, well, one day when there's a Mamo Pray and a Sisso Pray emoji, Carlo Albanese. There's a car out there, or a truck, and you can see it on the map. You could hear it coming by. This guy decided he didn't want to even attempt to shoot at it. He's just waiting for somebody to come up those stairs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Really? You guys just going to sit here for... He's got 50 seconds till the circle closes. He's got 3 kills. I mean, that's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's
right.
Better than I was doing, but it's not like this guy's got 10 kills. Oh, he's got somebody near him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I guess he knew somebody was going to come up the stairs. Yeah, this is why he's still in the game and I am not. Oh shit, and he's going to get an airstrike out of that. Guy, use your airstrike. You got a car out there. Fuck. You're going to have to move now.
Just put my link in the
Oh shit!
chat.
Somebody got out of the car. It's coming.
Black Delegation. I mark things when playing solo. I do it because it gives me details like how many meters away the things is I marked is. I use that info to make decisions on what to do or where to go next.
Okay, interesting. Wow. This guy waited so long and he was terrible at where he shot. I almost feel bad for him.
Almost.
Now that's exactly what I would have done, was use that airstrike against that car. Pick up the gas mask, guy. The gas mask, it was right there. You could have picked it up. Eight kills for this person.
So what's tomorrow's episode of DS9 if you're doing it?
Oh, it's a good question.
Is it Rapture? I believe you mentioned Rapture.
Is it what?
Rapture?
Rapture, yes, Rapture. That's it.
Yeah, that would be season 5, episode 10.
I'm going to try and do it, though. I don't know I'll be able to do the nonstop commentary like I usually do.
If you need help with commentary, you can always call one of us up.
I appreciate that. Unfortunately, the way it's set up, I don't have a way of bringing panel up. But
would you be able to do it like you do your Cinema Saturdays?
I guess I could. I guess I could do a Cinema Saturday. Why? Are you around tomorrow?
Yeah, I got nothing else to do until they start opening stuff up here.
Yep,
Gotcha.
that's true.
Okay, well, let me see how I'm feeling tomorrow.
So
I'll.
It's a decent episode. It foreshadows the Dominion quite well, but instead of blatantly saying Dominion, he says Locust. But if you watch this episode, then watch how the Dominion came into the Alpha Quadrant. It's spot on. Right, hundreds of locusts come through the wormhole, and they don't go to Bajor. They go straight to Cardassia. Then, if Bajor was part of the Federation, they'd come to Bajor and wreak havoc. Because the only reason why Bajor wasn't attacked is because they signed a non-aggression pact, which they wouldn't have been able to do if they were part of the Federation.
Actor says, Bird of Prey, I have a friend called Alejandro. For $20 a month, he can be your controller. He's pretty good at this game.
Alejandro.
No, thank you, Actor. And Actor says, this map looks like Far Cry 4 or was 3. The one that was in Africa. This is supposed to be like a Russian city.
Chernobyl?
Basically, okay, so first this map took place in the current time, and it was like a bomb had gone off and destroyed, or well, it wasn't destroyed, it was a broken down, crappy city. And
Leningrad?
then in the game, a nuke went off and destroyed the city. But then for this season, they went back in time to 1986 or 1984. So now you see the city at its glory, at its height.
Pripyat.
And so, yeah, that's kind of just why.
It points right to where Chernobyl was, because 1984, it was a thriving worker city, like a model city that the Soviets wanted. And then in 86, it got nuked. But not by
okay, this got nuked in 2020.
Right.
Where literally like a nuclear bomb fell on the city.
Well, they could just be using the same damn story.
Yeah, I think there's probably some Chernobyl thrown in, but anyway, I think we're going to call it a day here. So thank you guys for hanging out. Captain Track, anything you'd like to say before we go?
Yeah, I'll be doing the regular morning brew tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central. Come and join if you can. Be much appreciated. And do remember, go to BirdoPrey5.com for all your Birdo Prey 5 needs.
Thank you. Commodore Ty?
Thanks for having us up here, Bird. Like always, enjoyed the time here. And for those that haven't subscribed yet, please check out my channel. I got a bunch of stuff coming up this week, hopefully, with Superman and Lois coming back. Contemplating on doing a watch party for the new Cruella movie, Disney movie. Contemplating it, because I didn't mind the trailers. And of course, Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern, Sons of Anarchy watch party.
Cool. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Qapla all, Bird and panel out.